Alright, let's talk about Fall of Constantinople in 1453. We're taught this as epic, tragic siege, the end of a classic world, the fall of the Byzantine Empire, a momentum clash of civilization. And yeah, all that's true, but what we often miss is the real long-term impact. This wasn't just the end of an old city, it was the day someone stripped over the Ethernet cable of the medieval world and forced everyone to build a new internet. For the 1,000 years, Constantinople wasn't just a city, it was the server. It was the single dominant hub of the entire Euro-Asian network. All the valuable data, spices, silks, precious metals, ideas flowed through its gates. The Venetians and the Genoese were the ISPs of the era, paying massive fees for the access to this exclusive network and getting insanely rich by controlling the flow of information and goods to Europe. It was a monopoly and it was incredibly stable and profitable. Then in 1453, Mehmed the Conqueror and his Ottoman army show up. They bring cannons the size of buildings, and after brutal 53-day siege, they breach the walls. The server goes down permanently. Suddenly the main artery connecting Europe to the riches of the East is cut off. The old internet is dead. The Venetians and Genoese are locked out and their entire business model is toast. What happens when a global network collapses? Chaos, following by frantic innovation. The Europeans who had been happily using the Constantinople network were now cut off. Their supply chain for luxuries like pepper and cloves were completely broken. They had two options: do without their spices or find a new way to get them. So they started looking for a workaround. They started trying to build a new internet. Some, like the Portuguese, decided to go around the old network. They sailed down the coast of Africa, braving terrifying storms and hostile shores, trying to find a sea road to the Indian Ocean. It was a long, dangerous and expensive project, but it was a desperate attempt to bypass the Ottoman-controlled server. Others, like a certain Italian navigator with a bad sense of direction, thought they could just go the other way. Columbus' entire voyage was a desperate attempt to find a new western route to the Asia network after the eastern one was shut down. He was looking for the new IP addresses for the Indies and accidentally stumbled upon a whole new unconnected network, the Americas. The fall of Constantinople didn't just end the Byzantine Empire, it accidentally created the conditions for the age of exploration. It was the catalyst that forced Europe to look outward, to invest in risky voyages and to build the global trade networks that would define the next 500 years. The Ottomans thought they were just taking a city. In reality, they were performing a system update on the world, and the result was complete reboot. They didn't just change who controlled the trade routes, they forced the creation of the entirely new ones. They didn't just knock down a wall, they unplugged the old world and forced everyone to start building a new one.